I think we're recording. Hello, yeah. Okay, so OBS froze right when I hit record. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to bonus round.
Off to another flying start. Yeah, it's bonus round time. We are watching the episodes of Death Battle that I had to miss last time.
Yep, as you had to
we
go
promised.
to the gym.
Yep.
So we're going to be witnessing Alex's reaction to these episodes, and he'll give his own thoughts on it. So if you want to hear what Alex thought of those episodes, fear not, you will witness them here. So I think it's safe to say to start it with Aquaman versus Namor.
Yes. Or Namor, as he is called in the wrong version.
You know the phrase, there's plenty of fish in the sea? Real obvious.
Yeah, we were shitting on that movie while you were gone.
Down there too. I don't think you understand what that phrase means.
You want to talk about Wakanda for? Actually, let's wait until Namor's section.
Yeah, we've talked about Wakanda forever. So
he's Wiz and I'm Boomstick,
and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I don't get mermaids. I mean, they're kind of hot, but they're fish people, and then when you meet them, all they want to do is try to kill you.
True.
Tom Curry got to be one of the lucky ones, if you know what I mean.
After a chance meeting, Tom was left to father Arthur, the son of a mysterious woman of the sea.
Though she thinks she was knocked up by a fish Jesus wizard, it's not important.
Regardless, Arthur learned to hone his aquatic powers from a very young age. When Arthur was just 2 years old, poor Tom thought he had drowned when he was actually just playing with some fish while breathing underwater.
Tom trained Arthur to master his powers until eventually his mother showed up with a heavy dose of truth. Arthur was the rightful king of the underwater city, Atlantis. I wish there were more stories about parents
Mason.
back in real life too.
And so,
you can unmute,
Arthur would
dude.
descend the ocean depths to claim
Yeah,
his
join us.
birthright and maintain peace between land and sea.
Don't let it be just the two
superhero,
of us.
Aquaman.
We can make it if we try.
Oh, you
just
the
the
people who
three
think
of
that
us.
Aquaman is lame?
Welcome to the bonus round.
He's super strong, super fast, and can chill deep underwater.
God, they used to
Thank y'all
show
for
the
streaming.
old
Just
Aquaman cartoon on TV Land.
Yeah. I got a question, Alex.
To telepathically communicate with
Yes.
And thank y'all streaming this late. What's up?
Oh,
we're recording
a bonus round because I missed these episodes last time.
Yep.
Wait, what's up?
Not to worry. After a
he missed a few episodes last recording section, so he's catching up.
Sea life by tapping into a worldwide phenomenon called
okay.
Kind of like the Force from Star Wars, but just in the ocean.
Yeah, Gallon done with his radio.
Some even breaking Green Lantern constructs. Also, Arthur's powers are not limited to just aquamarine life. He telepathically communicates with all sorts of animals and can even tap into the human mind.
Wait.
Alright, don't push it.
Brain too? Oh, get my hat whiz, shiny one.
Well, he has difficulty dominating more into
You're good, but not
his
that
octopus friend
good.
Topo is
Give it a couple years. I've been working on both my high and low end, and one of these days I'll be able to go all the way from a high C all the way down.
Most Aquaman can generally do is cause a headache or maybe a seizure.
Oh, he can give you seizures.
But while Aquaman has plenty of power on
One
his
of
own,
these
he also
days
draws
I'm
from
gonna
others to
break
possess
these
most
chains.
Throne of Atlantis.
I'm gonna be somebody someday.
Wait, isn't that the same god? Aren't they the same thing?
Well, kind of. They both can control water, summon
Yeah, Throne of
storms,
Atlantis
create
was the
force fields,
first
and unleash
good
lightning.
movie in the
That one can
DCAMU.
teleport.
Awesome.
DC what?
DC AMU.
Animated Movies universe.
Gravity and water.
Ah.
Barrel work?
Maybe?
Jocelyn, get the kiddie pool in the keg.
Because we
I'm going
had
to Disney
Flashpoint
World.
Paradox,
With
which was
added
terrible.
flight, hydrokinesis,
Justice
earth
League
manipulation,
War,
and
which
more.
was
Aquaman's
mediocre at
trident
best.
is
Oh,
the perfect
Justice
symbol
League
to prove
no.
himself a mighty
Josh
king.
footage.
He's strong enough
They
to
need to
push around
remaster this
14
episode.
plates, throw a submarine around with
Just
watermen,
to replace the clip.
Yeah, Son of
This ship
Batman, which
appears
was
big enough to
god
compare to the
fucking
world's
awful.
largest cruise liner, The
Throne of
Symphony
Atlantis,
the Sea,
which was
weighs an
excellent.
incredible 228,000
Then we wouldn't
tons.
have another good
He's
one
fast enough to
until
keep up with
Justice
Wonder
League
Woman
versus
and swim
Titans.
around
We had
the
two
whole
shitty
planet
Batman
in just an
films.
afternoon.
Wasn't there a good
And he
Teen
even
Titans
fought
one?
the ancient
Yeah, the
dead king of
Judas Contract
Atlantis,
movie was good.
Atlan.
And
This
then
guy was so strong, he sank Atlantis.
What about
Okay
the
with
best
that.
one?
Oh, wait.
What about the best one? Dark Side War.
Repeat of the same attack with his bare hands.
While there's no official size for DC's Atlantis, it is officially considered a continent. Therefore, it has to have a greater
Y'all
area
gonna
than
see
Greenland,
live
the
stream
largest island in the
reaction
world. This means Atlantis must consist of
to
more
one
than
of the DC
836,000
movies and
square
Kevin
miles.
Conroy's
To
in
sink
there.
or destroy it, Atlan
Oh,
must
we
have
actually
an
already
potential
did
energy
one
averaging more than
for
155 trillion
Mask of the
tons
Which one?
Phantasm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Everyone's always
Oh,
making
yeah.
fun of Aquaman, but
And we'll
he's
do
pretty
another
badass.
one when we get
Well, he
around
does
to
have one rather lame
Mr.
weakness.
Freeze,
He's
and then
essentially
again
fueled
when we
by
get
water.
to the
If he's
mystery
away
of the
from water for
Batwoman
too long, he'll start
and
to dry
Return of
out,
the Joker.
lose his powers.
You know, I
and
actually
eventually
like what
die.
they did with Batwoman in that movie. That was really creative.
Yeah, that was one of the better interpretations. It's a little bit strange, but it is.
No.
I think
He's
I've gone
not
back and forth
SpongeBob.
on
Oh,
whether I
SpongeBob
like it.
foreshadowing. Hang on, there was SpongeBob foreshadowing.
He can hydrate himself.
'Cause
I like
Something
how
I've
they-
learned going.
God damn, that's
Something
hard.
I've learned going
Even
back
with
through
his
the
flaws,
previous
Aquaman
streams is
is
sometimes I will
always
just
pushing
get
forward to
things
protect his
wrong that
people.
don't make a whole
He
lot
may
of
seem
sense.
strange and silly,
Yeah.
but he
Partially
truly
because
is
it's
a
usually
worthy
late when
king
we're
of
recording these
Atlantis.
things, and I
Tell the
get
surface
tired.
dwellers to respect
Yeah.
the property amongst these, or we'll return and
But yeah, I
finish
like
what
the
we started.
foreshadowing they did with SpongeBob versus Aquaman.
We all know
Also,
this story. A wayward
I
son
forgot to
meets a
ask this,
mermaid
but
princess, and they fall in love.
Except this
when
time, the
did
fish
you
people
get
got to
first
be wedding
introduced to
crashers and
Aquaman?
drag the
Like, what
princess back
introduced
to
you
her
to the
secret
character?
home of Atlantis. Her dad was pretty pissed.
I
but
believe
he
it
got
was-
even more pissed when he found out that Daddy's girl had already been knocked up. And
I've-
popped out
mine
a
was
For
brand
me,
new
it was
kind of
Super
superhero.
Friends.
Namor, the
Yeah.
No.
Submariner.
Oh wait, no, I already said it was the old Aquaman cartoon they played on TV Land back in the day.
Unlike
Yeah.
most strangely similar aquatic superhero DC,
I didn't
That
know
was
it was
almost-
Aquaman.
Namor would grow up among his fellow Atlanteans from the
Then
start.
I think
As
my
the
second
Prince of the
exposure
Ocean,
to
he
Aquaman
received
after that
impressive royal
was
education, along with a sizable
Superman,
distrust
the
of
animated
power.
series.
Yeah,
I
it was the
have a problem
Aquaman
with
and
humans, too.
Friends,
Some of the first people I ever met were Nazis.
No.
As the rightful heir to the
Yeah,
throne,
it would have
was
been
Namor's
the
duty
Super
to protect
Friends,
Atlantis. And with his
Aquaman,
mixed heritage,
and
he had plenty of
Superman
unique abilities to do
show
so.
thing.
Because they never played the Aquaman classic show on Cartoon Network, as far as I can remember.
No, they did. I remember them playing
Far
the
more
Super Friends
aggressively,
stuff.
Yeah,
he could
TV
telepathy
Land-
and communicate
TV
with all
Land
types
played
of
the old
marine life,
Aquaman cartoon
including
on.
other Atlanteans, and can persuade them to follow his
I
commands.
think
TV.
Boomerang
It was-
did, but
Squadron
I
of
can't
armored
remember.
sharks or a giant
Yeah.
killer
It
whale,
was
the creatures
not
of the
very
sea follow
good,
the first
but it
mutant.
was
Yeah.
made in like the
Did you say
late
mutant?
60s
Yes,
by
technically,
Filmation.
Namor is a three-way hybrid of
Yeah,
human
the
and
same
mutant
guys
and
who
mutant
made
genes.
He-Man.
Unlike other Atlanteans, he
He-Man
possesses
was
the
much better
power
than
of
that,
flight.
though.
Oh,
Yeah, it
nice.
was.
Get those tiny little
And
things on his
hey,
feet.
hey,
I thought
hey.
those were like little rudders.
Oh god.
He flies with them.
Wow. That is
Filmation
yeah.
also.
Namor can
Fat
also
Albert.
mimic the
Fat
abilities
Albert
of
and the
Hey,
Cosby Kids. I love
sensing
that
lateral
show.
lines like fish or
Hey
absorbing
Alex,
discharging
you want to
shots
talk
like
about how
electric
much of a
steel.
dick
And
Namor
for
is?
Even more power, he wields his legendary
Namor
strike.
is good as a
All
dick.
right,
I
how
don't
many
like him as a
tridents does this guy
genocidal
have?
maniac.
Let me
Usually,
guess. 4?
Just
the
one.
best portrayals of
Trident
Namor
Neptune.
are when
I thought
he's
the
just
other
kind
guy
of
had a
trying to
trident
keep
of
to
Neptune.
himself,
Oh.
and other people are
I
poking
think I
their
just figured out
business
why
into his
Aquaman had
business,
2 different
and he
tridents.
winds up
There you go.
just like,
Well,
what
this
the fuck
trident's
is
got a
going
bunch
on
of
now?
cool magic powers.
You
It
know,
can
I
control
don't
water, shoot
remember which
lasers,
comic
turn people
this
invisible,
was,
and if Namor
but there's
needs
a
some
comic
backup,
out
he can
there by
animate
Marvel
objects and
that
his
turns
surroundings
Namor
to
into
create
a
living
horror
beings to fight
monster.
alongside him.
And there's a
And
comic
that's not
panel
even
where
the only
you
magic
see like a
ability
silhouette
Namor
of
has.
Namor
He can use the
underwater
Lord
outside of
Proteus
the
to
sub
summon sea
window,
monsters like
and it is fucking
Giganto, which is a
terrifying.
super
That
whale with
would have
arms.
been an
Look out,
interesting
bird with arms. I'm
interpretation
starting a new
for
subreddit.
The Giganto is
movie
strong
to
enough to
go
withstand the
with.
blast of an
but
You know
they
what?
didn't.
and yet it still
I
pales
would
in
love to see a
comparison to Namor's
Namor
own
horror
strength.
movie, just him
No
fucking with the
kidding.
humans
Submariner is strong enough
horrifyingly.
to match the savage,
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk, who's
I
lifted
think I have a
150
screenshot of
billion
that.
tons
Let me
of
find
rock
it.
For over a minute. If that's not good enough for you, how about the time Namor held up a whole frigging island all by himself.
That's
He's
impressive.
quick enough to catch the Human Torch, absorbed and discharged electricity powerful enough to injure Dr. Doom, took on Thor Trident to hammer, survived a mountain falling on him,
Wonder if anybody can hear my mouse clicks.
Yeah,
I don't
not
hear it.
really.
In the grand scheme of things, little winged feet aren't so bad when you could have been called.
Because I'm kind of working on this project. I'm actually creating
Excuse
a
me? This is not a Speedo.
Oh, wait.
Jimmy,
7
okay? These are my
times
panties from
leveling thing for
Okay.
World of Warcraft. There's a really popular emulator private server called Warmane, and it is 7 times rate. So I'm basically just making a I'm basically just making a 1 to 80 guide working around that.
No, Wiz, I have the same kind of problem. I get super evil and grumpy when I haven't had a beer in at least 24 hours.
Especially because a lot of people right now are starting to turn against Blizzard, and rightfully so.
Screw you.
Yeah.
That's a chemical dependency.
I mean, we all know. I mean, you know what that's about, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we covered it a while ago.
Oh, there it is. Submariner, the Depths. That's what the horror comic is called.
How
Oh,
about that point?
There's a pretty cool single-player mod.
As long as there's water in his veins, the Avenging Sun is a heroic king of his people and a terrifying opponent.
Know that I am Namor, ruler of the kingdom of Atlantis. Your time in the
forgot to
sun
point this out, but the
is
boomstick getting stabbed in the foot would be referenced later in the series. I forget which episode though.
It's time for a death battle! Look out below!
Namor versus I forgot about this one.
This is also I mentioned this last episode, but it's the first episode to remove fights.
Interesting.
Yeah. I miss it, but it's I understand why they got rid of it.
Yep.
There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah. So where's Kevin? Did he have to
Kevin already watched these.
Yeah, he saw these already.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
I will not submit!
Everyone has their place. That's just how things are. You should understand yours.
Ooh.
Okay, so he's brought me to level 50, so I guess I didn't need those quests after all.
You're an absolute dumbass. That's a great line.
Like how Aquaman's fish army is fighting with Namor's fish army.
Yeah.
I know this music. Oh, this is a heavy metal cover of the Donkey Kong underwater theme, isn't it?
I think there's a few references to it, but it's an original track mostly. I got Kingdom Hearts vibes from it. Oh, this is awesome. Everyone quiet. This is awesome.
Seems we're evenly matched.
Or maybe I've been saving another trick.
No! You control me? Impossible!
You are a thing of the sea, Namor.
How about it, boys?
All
Oh,
things
fuck.
of the sea are Aquaman's domain.
Ah!
Dinner's on the king tonight.
God damn.
Fucking A, man.
Oh man, am
Fucking
I
A.
underwater or am I just sweating so much from
The way the head falls off the
Aquaman
trident.
and Namor's powers were so similar and well matched, this fight could have reasonably gone in either one's favor. In fact, neither had many powers that the other did not possess in some way.
Like how Namor had his mutant wing feet, but Aquaman's magic trident could let him fly too.
Still, while Namor
Yep.
could certainly have won
Let's
this in
see.
some circumstances, Aquaman had the potential he
not
needed
that
to
one.
take the victory more times than not.
Namor could match Savage Hulk, who held up 150 billion tons. But remember, Aquaman stopped Atlan's continent-crushing attack, which had a potential energy over 150 trillion tons of TNT.
Not exactly a one-to-one comparison, but consider Namor's own.
This is
similar
why Marvel
feat,
was
keeping
better
the
than
island
DC
utopia
because
from
they were
falling. We can estimate
at
the island's
various
size
points
and
in
weight
time
using
less
this scale,
ridiculous, but
coming
they
to
have
a
now
little
gotten
over
more
178,000
ridiculous.
tons.
Yeah,
Considering the weight
it
applied as
varies from
force
character
through
to
the pillar
character.
Namor was pushing up.
But they
This
were
means the
slightly
potential
more
energy
realistic at
exerted onto
times.
Namor would
Slightly. I mean, we say that
1,000
now, but
It's
then we're
not
gonna
even
get
that
to
they were
fight
more
more.
realistic. It's just that they'd
they'd
gone into less insane territory, and then
times
Civil War in one more
Sure,
day
Namor was
happened, and
fast
the
enough to
whole company
easily
went
catch up to the
downhill.
Human Torch, who flies over
And they made
140
X-23
miles per
honestly,
hour,
I think-
prostitute
I
at
think
like
the right-
12.
sometimes even thousands of
I think the
times
right
the
word
speed
is
of sound.
consistent.
But Aquaman has routinely kept pace with Wonder Woman,
I
who has
guess.
been frequently shown to move thousands of times the speed of light.
Yeah, but none of that strength and speed would matter if the Submariner just ordered a bunch of sharks to eat him first, right?
Namor could command sea life, sure, but Aquaman could directly dominate their minds and force them to act on his will. And while Namor can telepathically communicate with other Atlanteans, he could not create hemorrhages or seizures like Aquaman could. Though Namor could certainly resist these mental attacks, similar to how he survived the Purple Man, this is still solid evidence that Aquaman's telepathy was more powerful.
Oh, and don't forget, Aqua King can make his underwater buddies physically stronger with the Clear, while Namor was stuck commanding plain old everyday fish.
Overall, while their extremely similar powers were so closely matched, Aquaman had the edge in just enough of them to prove himself the strongest king of the sea.
Aquaman could see victory, but at least Namor tried it.
The winner is Aquaman.
So how would you rank it?
Okay.
Alan?
Give me a second here. I have to pull up the window. There we are. Okay. So okay, that's the wrong Aquaman fight. Where is it?
It's around season 6, which would be. Let me get my tier
I
list
have
up.
no
I can
idea
give you
where
an-
any of that is. I don't know where.
Um.
I don't know the
Okay.
title as much
So.
as you do.
Okay. So if you see Thanos versus Darkseid, it's right
Right
after
after
that.
that. Okay. So I'm gonna say a worthy death, and I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna put it above Dante versus Bayonetta, I think.
I'm kind of surprised by that. There's kind of a debate over where it should be.
It's a nice death battle. It's got some really great sprite animation. But
It does.
I
I do.
feel like Deadpool versus Deathstroke is at the top of a worthy death for me. And that's probably not gonna get unseated anytime soon.
All right. If you're wondering where we put it, we agreed on a worthy death between Naruto and Vegeta.
Naruto and who?
Vegeta.
Naruto versus Vegeta? What the fuck?
No, I'm saying Naruto. It's between Naruto versus Ichigo and Vegeta versus Shadow.
That Naruto versus Ichigo is all the way down to absolute failure.
No, it's not.
My name is Ichigo Kurosaki.
We didn't.
I'm
I'm talking about the Mehtly tier list.
Yeah, the official list. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking not your list. I don't know what your list looks like.
My list has it at the very bottom of absolute failure because
I get the ending's bad, but okay. Let's go to the next episode. Full gore.
Death Battles brought to you by SGC.
Did you ever go to SGC?
I have never been to any convention that isn't within driving distance of me.
I went to 3 of the SGCs and they're a blast.
So I've been
I
to
missed them.
CoastCon, WizCon, and NarbyCon.
I'll never forgive Rooster Teeth for killing SGC.
I have to agree.
Why is it
Cyborgs
interlaced,
are
guys?
awesome.
Like Fulgore, the
It's
metal
one
monster
button,
of killer
it's one
instinct.
flag.
And Sector, the ninja cyborg from
Yeah, this
Mortal
one I
Kombat.
never really
Totally should've
gave a
been Cyrex.
shit about.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, sorry.
It definitely ranked higher than I thought it was, but you, I'll let you see.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
It's definitely an
will
odder
win
matchup,
a
but,
death
you know.
battle. In the dystopian world of killer
Are we
instinct,
live
there
streaming
are
right
no
now? Because if
governments,
we are, I don't
No,
want
we're
to.
just
nation.
we're just
There is
recording.
There is only the
We're just
mega
recording.
corporation that controls
Oh,
the earth.
okay.
Whoa,
You're
monster
fine.
Ultra
We
Tech.
don't
I
mind the
was going
company.
to ask something regarding the server, but I don't want to ask it if it's.
You can ask in
True.
DMs if you need to.
Yeah, DMs.
Oh, okay. Because it has something to do with the server. I don't want it like getting out.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
You're
Now
good.
There's a name that will strike fear into your enemies. Just saying it gives me chills. Standing 6 feet 5 inches with over 500 pounds of reinforced steel, Fulgore is a brutal killing machine, all while rocking a stylish ponytail. Steven Seagal would be proud.
Actually, to dupe people into trusting their cyborgs, Ultratech cleverly designed Fulgore to look the part of an honorable knight, helmet plume included.
Call it what you want, Wiz. That's a
You know, I don't
ponytail.
trust
Before
that.
testing the prototype even began, Ultratech had sold over 15 million Fulgore
That
units
looks
worldwide. And if RoboCop's Ed 209 has
murdery.
anything, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Someone finally had the bright idea to see if
Just
this thing even worked, and entered Fulgore into Ultratech's annual Killer Instinct tournament.
Sure enough, there was a major
This
problem.
is a season 1
Fulgore's
episode, wasn't it?
mechanical body was so
No, it's
advanced,
season 2.
Ultratech's top scientists
Okay.
could not
I
create
figured it had to be
artificial
either season 1 or
intelligence that
2
could
based
operate
on
efficiently.
the boomstick
Fulgore
voice.
needed the mind of a true fighting spirit.
It's definitely a
Oh.
little early, but it's
Enter
post
Eagle, the older brother of
bad
current
voice.
KI combatant Chief Thunder.
Eagle had entered a previous KI tournament. And
It's been a while
he
since
used his
I've
newfound
seen
fame
that
to publicly
particular
protest the
death
evils
battle.
of Ultratech.
I haven't
Eagle
watched all of
rallied.
them,
Talk of
honestly.
revolution began.
I've seen them all several
But there's
times.
some guy at Ultratech, probably the dude who wanted to
I'm
test
a very
Fulgore,
big Death
was
Battle
like,
nerd, I
"Hey,
know."
let's kill Eagle, stop his revolution, then
I've
grab
only
his brain
seen
and
the
drop it into a robot."
ones,
Eagle
and I don't think
mysteriously
I've seen all of
disappeared.
them, but I've
Fulgore
only
started
seen the
kicking ass, and
ones,
that guy probably got a promotion.
some
With
with
the
characters I'm
implanted mind of
unfamiliar
Eagle,
with, but
Fulgore
for the most
effortlessly
part, I've
smashed
only
through
seen
foe
the
after
ones
foe.
where
However,
I'm actually
Eagle still
familiar with
lived
the
somewhere
characters.
within, constantly
Right.
fighting to overcome his malicious programming and horribly ironic situation.
Fulgore draws from Eagle's traditional Okichita fighting style, which crosses judo, taekwondo, and hapkido with short-ranged blades.
Like his quad plasma claws, which can cut through
I really
almost
like
any
the
metal with
analysis, by the
temperatures
way.
over 30,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
In addition, he's equipped
I
with
have
everything
Killer
a
Instinct
badass
for the
killer
Super
cyborg
Nintendo.
should have. Plasma storm
Nice!
fireballs, a reflector to bounce back projectiles.
Good version too,
a
honestly.
I remember
cyberport, a
hearing
cloaking
that was
device,
like
and laser
really
eyes for
difficult to
flair.
find.
And when his
So I snapped it
supposed
up, and
time
it was
grows
only
short,
like
Fulgore
$5,
uses one of
so
four
it wasn't that.
overwhelming
Nice.
finishers called No Mercy.
Wait, you actually have a Super Nintendo?
I have 2.
Where was he keeping
I have
it?
an
And how can you see
N64.
where he's aiming?
Damn.
His strength is staggering. But where does
I
all this
have
power
an
come from?
NES, 2
Hidden
Super
within his armor
Nintendos, an
chassis is
FC
That giant
Twin,
fucking turret somehow.
which
a
I
nuclear
modded
reactor,
so that I could
which
play
powers everything at
Japanese
its disposal.
SNES games on
Fulgore
it.
can manually overclock
N64,
this reactor, increasing its charge.
That's pretty
2
dope.
GameCubes
At
with a
max
Game Boy
charge,
player
he
for
gains
one
a
of them.
massive power increase, doubling his speed and allowing him
I
to
think I'm up
fire
to
a giant
3
laser of
Wii's
doom.
now, but that's
The
just because those are dirt
devastation
cheap and people keep giving them.
Sorry.
There are so many Wii's out there. Like, yeah, they're
Something
easy
like
to
that,
find.
he's
Yeah,
gotta be
like I have
unstoppable.
one that I got
Almost,
specifically
until
for
he met the
myself
warrior monk Jago,
back when the
literally
Motion
tore
Plus
him
was new.
Despite the
And then
dismemberment,
I have
Ultratech still had plans
like
for their
2
mechanical
more. One that my dad
He
found at a
was
yard
rebuilt,
sale, and another
stronger,
one
faster,
that I
and
just
reprogrammed with a
was
new mission.
given.
Find and kill his rival,
And
Jago.
I
A mission
have a
Fulgore
Wii
never
U,
completed.
He came
a
so
Nintendo
close,
Switch,
but then the little
a
wuss called
Switch
in his
Lite that I
god-slaying
found at a
sister
Goodwill
Orchid
for
and
50%
double-teamed him into
off.
destruction.
So it
Still,
was
Fulgore
really
is a
absurdly
monster,
cheap.
annihilating
It
anyone
was
who
like it
gets
was
in his way.
already cheap,
Well,
and then it
nearly
was
anyone.
even cheaper because it was 50% off.
Nice. Ultra combo.
And then I have the Swollen. which I still need to use more often, but I haven't had a whole lot of time. And that's... Oh yeah, I also have 2 Game Boy Colors, 2 Game Boy Advances, an SP, a Pocket, a DS, a DS Lite, a DSi, DSi XL, regular 3DS, and a new 3DS XL.
Nintendo did the no headphone jack thing before Apple did with the Game Boy Advance SP.
And you know what they did with the next version? The Pocket has a fucking
Thus, the Cyber Initiative was created. The first and only
headphone jack.
member of the Lin Kuei to undergo the
I love
What do you mean,
Pocket.
the Game Boy Pocket?
I think so, yeah.
Who names their kid Sector?
Should
it's like
be.
the day his child was born.
Oh,
He's like, I'm gonna give you this cool cyber name just in case I ever pull off my.
When you say next version, do you mean next version of the GBA SP?
Okay, so no. The SP never had a headphone jack
Sector was
dedicated.
already an unrivaled assassin
But the Game Boy
and master
Pocket
of
did.
ninjutsu, Sambo, and
Or the Game Boy... No, Game Boy Micro. Game Boy Micro did.
Yeah, Game Boy Micro. I was like wondering, are you sure you're...
Master of the silent kill.
It's fucking tiny.
He's also got 2
It's a neat
flamethrowers
little
on his
thing.
wrist, a cloaking device,
I fucking
a
love
laser
it.
pistol,
Even
a
though
teleporting rocket
it won't
punch,
play Game Boy
and
Color
lightsabers.
games.
They're actually called pulse blades.
They're definitely lightsabers.
The Game Boy Pocket won't... Or, not Game Boy Pocket. Damn it!
The Pocket and the DS... No, the Mini and the Micro and the DS. The Micro and the DS won't play Game Boy Color.
To close a kill, Sector finishes foes with a brutal
Oh,
fatality.
glad I never got the
Like
Game
the
Boy
Rebels,
Micro then.
missile strike, or the
It's a
compact.
nice little system. It also costs a lot, so if you had gotten it, you could have sold it for a lot of money.
Impossible shit in their chests. Do they
I
have
got
black
one
holes
for fairly
hearts
cheap.
or something?
Regardless
My
of its
friend from high
degree,
school
Sector's
probably still
compactor
has
can
his
crush a human
Game
being
Boy
in mere
Micro.
seconds. At minimum, crushing an entire human body into
And
paste
the,
requires nearly 2 tons of pressure. The new Sector proved invaluable, aiding Shao Kahn in multiple Mortal Kombat tournaments against the defenders of humanity. And after Khan discovered a loophole around
I was
the
gonna say
tournament's
something, and I
rules,
completely
Sector
forgot.
led the
Hi,
Lin Kuei in the
Kratos.
invasion of Earthrealm.
But despite the pure badassery of being a robo ninja,
It was like, I
not
looked up,
everybody
and I
wanted
was
to
like
do it.
distracted. Is that
Fearing the
fucking
loss
Kratos?
of
Oh wait,
mind
he
and
was in
soul,
Mortal Kombat
few
9,
Lin
wasn't he?
Kuei managed to escape.
Yeah.
Sector was tasked
Yep.
with hunting these traitors and dragging them back to the Grand Master, dead or alive.
Yeah, he's in the PS3 version only, sadly, and Vita version as
Well,
well.
that is the version that I own.
The Vita version also lacks the stage for whatever reason. I think that's because of the stage limitations, because there's
I
like
have a Vita, and I don't have the Vita version of the game, so that's not a big deal to me.
yeah.
Sector's transformation was not
I
perfect.
never
port,
saw
though.
the
Cybernetics
PS
I hate
Vita.
the Cyborg Ninja shit.
On his mind. In just a few years,
The
Sector
cyborg shit
unraveled,
in the Mortal
tumbling
Kombat
deeper and
games is so
deeper into an
stupid.
unescapable well of insanity.
I like it, but yeah, it
And
is
with
stupid.
Power, Sector murdered his own father, intending to claim the title of Grand Master for himself.
Until Sub-Zero showed up and totally ninja'd that shit, and then kicked him out of the Lin Kuei for good. Bummer.
I love
Sector
Sub-Zero.
was
Sub-Zero's my
alone.
favorite
His only
character.
companions, the twisted voices in his head.
He's pretty damn
Eventually,
badass,
he managed to
honestly.
found his own clan
It's
of
just
cyber
a shame they
warriors, the
fucked him
Takuni.
up in the movies.
Sector now roams the realms,
Mm.
hungry for Mortal Kombat.
We don't talk about the new one.
I was talking more specifically the animated one.
Ah, right.
Cyborg.
Because, like, the older one was, like, was alright, and then the younger one was
All right,
stupid and
combatants
wound
are
up
set.
jobbing,
Let's
even
end
though
this
he's,
debate
like,
once and for all.
supposed to be, like, really fucking good.
Alright, I'm gonna be curious what you think of the animation.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, they're using the sprites from the arcade versions. Okay.
Yeah, they're using the pre-rendered ones.
That's really nice.
It's not like Clipper, we swear. Ooh.
This is
Oh yeah, I
really
think that
neat.
guy, I think the Killer Instincts announcer is on Fate U. I think
Mario
the
sound effects.
Infinity 9 also created
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that is Mario sound effects. That's funny. I never noticed that.
Okay.
Devastation Beam lives up to its name.
This was a close
I
one.
wasn't
With his
particularly
ninja
invested in
abilities,
this, but
Sector
that was
could
pretty
easily outmaneuver
badass.
Fulgor's bulk. But Fulgor had the edge in every other category. He had more options for defensive, close, and long-range combat. Being almost twice as big, his size and strength surmounted Sector's. And whenever Sector did get an upper hand, Fulgor simply overclocked his reactor to compensate.
And while neither of them have successfully defeated their rivals, Sector has been humiliated by Sub-Zero.
Wiz and Boomstick are also on Fake
But
You,
Fulgor
by the
would have
way,
won
just
his
putting them
second duel with Jago if Orchid hadn't stepped in.
It took the combined might of 2 demigod killers to take Fulgor down.
In the end, Sector got row blown up.
The winner is Fulgor.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
no,
what do you think?
I'm gonna say that was another worthy death. I was not particularly invested in this. I'm gonna put it down at the bottom, underneath the underneath Felicia versus what's her fuck, the other cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really care, so I don't know a whole lot about these characters specifically. I mean, I know enough about Sector to know that I don't like there are some, I have some issues with the cyborg shit, but you know, we'll get to that if I ever wind up replaying the Mortal Kombat games on here.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, I like it. I'm gonna put it below Felicia and the other pussy.
Sounds good. If you're wondering where we put it, we I think we debated about this for a little bit, but we put it at the bottom of pretty damn good.
You know, I understand that. I feel like it's better
Yep.
than a lot of what's on Pretty Damn Good because it actually has
Yeah.
like a decent climax and a you know, a build up.
That's fair. My problem specifically was I thought the Ultra combo was a bit weak. Like it needed a bit more oomph behind it. But you
Yeah,
know,
I could see that.
the limitation with the sprites, I am a bit more forgiving on this episode. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I know this episode gets a lot of shit, but I think it's pretty damn good. I genuinely do think it's pretty damn good. But I already talked about that in the last volume, so I'm not gonna get into it again. Let's get on to the last one, the Hulk versus Broly, which we raved about a little bit.
As primal as the ground we walk on and the air we breathe,
oh, that was neat.
Keep us alive.
Yeah.
Doom us forever.
Oh, Gumball's awesome.
Well, on that fun note,
Such a good show.
our season finale.
Da, da, da,
the Incredible Hulk,
da,
Marvel's
da,
mean
da.
green world-breaking machine.
Then there's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Young Bruce Banner was a genius and the son of nuclear physicist Brian Banner.
Who was just the
thought his
absolute
dad was
shittiest dad
David
ever.
Banner.
Complete with mom murdering and super baby
Oh
slapping.
wait, no, that's a
Naturally
different
pretty
version, isn't
distraught,
it?
Bruce's trauma due to parental
Yeah.
abuse internalized itself as a second personality, an angry, childlike brute that just wanted to be left alone.
Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up to be a leader in the study of gamma radiation. So like a total nerd who probably got beat up all the time.
He had that covered. During a gamma bomb test, Bruce was caught in the blast zone and absorbed enough radiation to, well, die.
Except he kind of didn't. Well, not permanently. Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's alternate personality step into the world.
Thus, using his anger, Bruce Banner transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk is one of the strongest mother hubbers in all of Marvel.
He can lift a 150 billion ton mountain, shatter asteroids twice the size of Earth, leap into orbit from the ground, and even mess with the fabric of reality by punching.
Whatever
Now,
a
if I
time
remember
storm
correctly,
is, you bet your ass he
Broly
can punch it
won
and break
this
time.
fight,
The
right?
Hulk's absurd
I'm not
power
gonna
is
spoil.
tied to his
Okay.
rage. The angrier
The-
he gets, the stronger he becomes.
Because I
And according
vaguely
to
remember
almighty
this being
gods
one of
like
those
the
episodes
Beyonder,
where I was
the
like,
dude's got no
that
known
you
upper limit. Though, to be
explained
fair,
why
his body
one of
can't
the
always keep
characters
up
should have
and will
won,
revert to Banner under too much
but
pressure
like
or
sort of
too
danced
many
around it
puppies.
so somebody
Emotions
else
like
could win,
rage are
you
governed
know?
by an area of the brain known
Mm.
as
I don't know,
the
maybe-
hypothalamus, which controls
I
We'll
think
have
you're
to
fix-
get there.
information. If it's damaged,
Hey.
his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself designed.
Good thing the Hulk's a total tank who can keep fighting for days on end. Nothing short of literal gods are strong enough to take him down.
When he does take damage, his body can heal almost instantly, even if his flesh has been vaporized or he's been cut into literal pieces.
The Hulk can adapt to any environment imaginable, whether that's just straight up holding
is
energy
my
or
last
surviving the depths of
resort.
space.
He's even battled the warrior god Thor, who has thousands of
I
years
stole
of
that
combat
joke from a
experience and
Pizza
is
Hut
fast enough to
billboard.
cross the universe in about 5 seconds, nearly 300 quadrillion times the speed of light.
No wonder the world's so scared of him. He's a green apple flavored behemoth of destruction with the mind of a cranky 4-year-old.
While the classic Savage Hulk persona may be a childish brute, there are several, maybe even thousands of other personalities cooped up within Banner's shattered psyche.
Joe Fixit is a street smart bouncer. Doc Green is a super genius, and the Devil Hulk is the father figure Bruce never had. It's like an all-you-can-eat Hulk Emporium.
There are
in
a
Bruce's
lot of
brain.
Hulks.
We got your Dark
There are
Hulk,
too
Yeah.
fucking
Hulk,
many.
Hulk Squared, and
So many.
Claw, which
Claw.
is basically just sad Hulk. It's kind of dumb.
Sad
Despite
Hulk.
seeing his human half as weak, Hulk and Bruce will finally unite against
So
the cruel,
stupid.
uncaring world under a new persona, the Green Scar.
He brought a world war to Earth and tore the superhero community a new asshole. And by finally letting go of puny Banner, the Hulk became the unstoppable force everyone's always feared. A world breaker.
World is underselling it.
Ben, after I listened to
Obliterated an entire universe with a
not a
thunderclap and
recording,
bloody
but
Hyperion with
a
single
live
punch.
stream on
The same
YouTube,
Hyperion
mine
who
and
survived
Kevin's
the
voice, I
collision
noticed
of
that we
two
sound
universes
kind of
unscathed,
similar. What do
which
you
begs the
think?
question, how
Eh,
much
me.
does the Hulk
Oh,
at his
I don't know.
maximum?
Not dramatically
This one's
so,
all
I'd
on
say.
me, Wiz.
Oh,
So,
watch
Hulk was
this.
once with this chick, Umar, ruler of the Dark Dimension. Spooky. Hulk could only match her strength for 6 minutes, but he made up for it in round 2 when he came back as the Green Scar and kept Hulk smashing for hours. It's likely they went until dawn. That's a 12-hour session of Hulk smashing at most. My man.
One person
Well,
said
that would
Kevin
make the Green
sounds like
Star
Chuck Huber.
120 times
And
stronger
I
than the
would
Savage.
do it.
Hang on, Alex, watch, Alex.
960 duovigintillion joules. That's just a ridiculous number. All that from a single battle?
Battle? Oh, sweet summer child.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of smashing I meant.
Be kidding me.
I think I just invented a new field of science. The science of the Now, you might be thinking this gamma stuff is nuts, and you're right, because it's
Okay.
Satan magic.
Satan magic.
So, turns out, gamma is actually directly connected to energy from hell, drawn
Must
from Marvel's
confess that
ultimate
I
satanic
feel
being,
like a
the
monster.
one below all. By using his powers, the Hulk is literally channeling the devil.
It's also what kept him alive all these years. Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned to the world, his body will heal.
I'm trying to-
whoever killed him. The dude literally can't die.
And after a journey into the lowest plane of hell, the Hulk even faced off against the one below all and the ghost of his
Yeah,
father.
I actually kind of like that concept. The one below all.
Thunderclap those two assholes to smithereens.
Damn.
Talk about cathartic. From one man with crippling daddy issues to another. Well done, sir.
What else can you say but incredible?
Ah. Wiz did a good pun. Nice.
The Saiyans, a brutal alien race, interstellar conquerors.
And giant monkey men.
These famous warriors are defined by 3 things: their tenacity, their pride, and their rage, which fuels their world-destroying power.
And no Saiyan can get even close to as pissed off as Broly.
Despite being of low birth, the infant Broly was considered a prodigy by Saiyan scientists due to his impossibly high power level of 10,000, enough to survive a planetary explosion.
What? Over 9,000? Alright, I'm sorry, I got it out of my system. Anyway, baby Broly was growing up nice and happy until he was driven insane by baby Goku's incessant crying. Now, everyone complains that this is the lamest backstory ever, but have you played Yoshi's Island?
Yeah.
Nope, make it stop.
True.
That's the original story, but with the new movie, that's no longer canon. However, despite developing different personalities, both of these Brolys are essentially the same character in different situations.
That's a bit sketchy, but I see what they were going with on that.
The original and similar sayings like Kale for more info.
Kale makes more sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Potential.
Probably
Vegeta,
works better.
the king, not the prince,
And Kale also uses the same thing abilities that movie Broly does, so it makes using him pointless.
Just in time for Vegeta to get nuked. The planet, not the king.
But I mean, it doesn't affect anything, so.
All thanks to the alien tyrant Frieza. Nice job getting rid of your crazy strong Saiyan, baby. Idiot.
Ironically, after decades of isolation, Broly and Paragus were found by Frieza and drafted into his army to eliminate the Saiyans on Earth, Goku and Vegeta. The prince, not the planet. Or the king.
Thing is, Broly's not
Wait
like
a second,
angry
my
Saiyan.
son, the planet,
This guy's
or
a
me?
gentle giant who would rather
Yes.
play with big green than fight anybody.
Fucking
Paragus
smartass.
molded Broly into a deadly warrior whether he liked it or not.
TFS
Like
is
most
so
Saiyans,
quotable.
Broly can harness ki, or one's inner life force, as an energy
More
to
so
enhance
than the
his
original
physicality.
show
Or
in
fire it
many
from his hands in a
circumstances.
super laser beam.
Broly's bread and butter is his eraser cannon. A green
I wouldn't say the
across
abridged is
thousands
better,
of
but it's a
miles
damn
in
good way to
seconds and
experience Dragon
vaporize
Ball.
planets.
Yeah,
if
even
you've read the
I-
manga, you're
I-
better off
I-
with the.
Yeah.
the landscape with
Gabriel.
Blaster Meteor, or just straight
Until the
murder
Boo
people
Saga.
with his gigantic orgasm.
Gigantic Omega Storm.
Also, if there's one
That makes
abridged
more
that's
sense.
better than the
I'm gonna
original,
rename my dick that.
it's Sword Art
His most
Online.
powerful technique, though,
That
is
is
small
not a
key bolt that
debate.
Broly can feed to
It's so
rapidly
good.
consize
It's
and
so
consume
good.
the entire world. The Omega Blaster.
Broly's
The Omega
arsenal
Blaster's
isn't just
cool.
blowing stuff up, though. He can use his key for flight, telekinesis, and paralysis.
Honestly, I
Despite
feel like
being
they
stuck
also
in the
used the
space
original
beam zone
Broly just for extra
he's an
footage,
adaptable fighter
which
who
I
can
can't
match
really
seasons
blame
of
them
Veneros.
for.
Probably.
Basically, he learns as he
They need an
fights.
excuse, they
And
came
while
up with
most
one,
Saiyans
but
get
I mean, it's not
stronger
one that
every time
affects the
they almost
research,
die,
so.
The Bromeister's strength is tied to his emotions, aka the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Doesn't that sound familiar?
These power boosters
very.
are great. He can match transformations like the Super Saiyan without even needing to transform.
But don't worry, he can do that too. His wrath state roids him up and makes him as strong as a Saiyan.
Type
great
C
ape
stuff is
without all the
weird, but
fur.
that's technically
Or
canon name,
Much
so.
to Frieza's chagrin, though, Broly could
Eh.
never learn to unlock Super Saiyan and could not compete with Goku and Vegeta's strong
I know the
forms.
official name, they don't mention the official name, but Super Saiyan Berserk that he has.
Get him to transform.
I like that transition. I tried to mention it, but I forgot what the transition was exactly. That music transition with the eye, oh, it's so good.
Over the edge.
That's basically what happened to me when my dad lived. Except I turned into
Ooh.
a super alcoholic.
Eh,
Didn't turn into a typical
It's
Super Saiyan.
sad.
You're welcome.
depressing.
Form was actually
Oh,
a
this
Super C
death
type.
battle just got
This is an
dark.
unleashed version of the repressed Super Saiyan A type, which are both precursors of the B type.
Daddy?
Oh, is that you? Alex, listen.
Okay, I'll see you when you get back. Bye. Goodbye. I love you.
Hey, what? Are you paying attention?
Yeah. The Super Saiyan vitamin C form
PTSD
has the
boob
perfect
stick.
energy
So
control
funny.
And let him wail on Frieza for over an hour. And this time I mean wail as in fight.
Right. Broly's power was so immense, it even made Goku, of all people, turn tail and run.
Goku was able to clash with Lord
This
Beerus,
feat again.
enough force to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown in this
People
symbolic
hate that
model.
feat being shown over and over again, but let's be honest, that's the standard now. That feat's a fucking standard for Super.
Yeah.
240 quadrillion times faster than light.
And after that, Goku became that powerful in his base form.
That's anime only. I mentioned that in the last volume.
Scooper Saiyan.
Or when fused
Yeah,
with
but
Vegeta
the anime
into
kind of,
almighty
I don't know,
Gogeta, a being
it kind of
many
takes
times more
precedent
powerful than
now.
the sum of his parts.
Broly got
Not
into a
really.
contest with a
Because the
friggin'
manga,
I mean-
the manga like
shattered
skips
reality.
shit.
And at the peak
And
of his
it,
rage,
goes
he
on
became
giant
the warrior
breaks
of
and-
myth. destined to appear
No,
once every
the only
1,000
thing it
years.
skipped was
The
Broly, but the
legendary
movie's
Super
canon
Saiyan.
to the
As a
manga as
That's a
well.
weird
Legendary
situation
Broly's power
where,
is so
like,
great
the
that he
movie
needs
Yeah.
to
is canon to
constantly
both
let it out,
the
or else he might self-destruct.
the
I guess
movie,
you could say his
the
power is
show and the
maximum.
thing, you know?
He's easily among
Yeah,
the
same with
strongest ghost
superhero,
Goku's
which
gone
is
up
even
against.
weirder.
That includes beings capable of shaking an
Because that
infinite
contradicts
void
stuff
just
in the
by
manga,
powering
but it's
up,
also
or
canon
merging
to
with
it.
the
And I feel
universe
that's
and
more of a
affecting
Toriyama
alternate
problem
timelines.
than
In his
Toritaro. He's probably looking at
original
like,
timeline, the
shit, I'm
ball
gonna have to make that
survived his
movie work
energy
now.
exploding
Toyotaro's
all at
also
once.
working
And in
off
canon,
of
he took
different
dozens of attacks from
outlines
Gogeta
than
Blue
Toei
without
is.
any visible damage
Yeah.
after fighting for hours.
His power
So he
is
gets
And
like,
Toriyama-
I think he tends to
In
get
his berserker
earlier
state,
outlines,
Broly is wide open
just
against
like
an opponent who's
people
just as
writing like
strong,
movie
but far more
novelizations
skilled.
tend to get
And
earlier
when
Yeah.
he's
versions
taken
of the
enough
scripts
damage,
for the
his rage
films.
will hit its limits.
I think
and his
another
power
issue
will
that he also
fizzle
has to
out
deal with
quick. He can even
Toriyama's
get knocked into
forgetfulness,
weaker
like Goku
Broly
thinking
could
meditating
use his
stupid,
fight with
even
Gogeta fair
though
and
he
square,
likes
but with his
meditating
friends
and
at
he's
his side,
meditating in the
Immortal
original
and a new
series
rival to
before.
teach him to temper his fury.
Yeah.
The lonely
So
Saiyan outcast
yeah,
finally got what his
I
father
like
could never
Toriyama,
give him,
but
a
I think he
family.
should kind of take a
Oh,
step back.
But that means he has even more to lose. So watch out, because this Super Saiyan's temper is legendary.
Johnny, you are not a good Broly. I'm sorry. I like you, man, but
We've run the data through all
eh.
possibilities.
It's time
Well,
for
doesn't
Gee,
have-
I wonder
He's not
why.
loud enough.
Okay, here's the fight. Let's see what you think, Alex. Aww.
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this beauty planning?
You scared them away. You're making me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Show me.
Ooh.
Disappointed.
The music's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, pretty fucking good.
Get him, Broly. Oh. Oh.
I do kind of like how Broly hasn't even gone Super Saiyan yet.
Yeah. Oh.
Hope ain't just incredible. Hope is immortal.
You are monster?
No, the devil!
That's pretty good. I like how it took him saying that Hulk was the devil to transform into Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Hulk smash!
Ooh.
I'm kind of on Hulk's side here, but I feel like that shouldn't have worked.
You think you're strong? Hulk's strongest there is!
Damn.
Okay.
Yes! Show me! Break the world! Break everything!
Oh my god, look, there goes the universe. Oh, you'll love this, Alex.
Okay.
Headbutt, go, go, go!
Yeah.
Throat sore.
Oh, oh, that's so sweet. Oh.
This just in, breaking news. Local area Saiyan literally too angry to die.
The Hulk had numerous advantages over Broly. He was far more experienced, slightly faster, and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk's fight for control in Bruce's mind, it wasn't guaranteed he'd get one of the geniuses. Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down with anything less than complete annihilation.
I mean,
fortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable
this
power,
is one of those
the Hulk
ones
came
where
up
I feel
short.
like
I know what you're thinking. Hulk
wagered
could
it on the
destroy a
odds.
universe 120 times over, while Goku could
So
only
he'd get out
manage
of
a
doing the
lonely
work.
9.
But that was base Goku's strength. Broly's maximum, no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
As a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta and took hits from Gogeta Blue without even bleeding.
Based on the Daizenshuu, the blonde Super Saiyan 3 form is
God,
about
they're still
400
using the
times
orange
greater
brick
than
footage.
Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than
couldn't have
World
even used
Breaker Hulk.
Kai. Kai
And
looks
that's
better
before
than that.
factoring in Super Saiyan
looks like
Blue
shit
and
in the
Gogeta,
Boo
which are
saga.
way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind, legendary Super Saiyan Broly is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength came
But it
from
is more
increasing,
watchable with
so
the
will
Faulkner
Broly's,
score.
And it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there
I
have been
actually
multiple
watched the
times when
Boo saga of
strength
Kai
Hulk's
with
body
Faulkner
turned him
score.
back into Banner.
With that big of a power difference,
I,
there's no way the same
believe I
wouldn't happen
edited
here.
an
Even
episode
stuff like
to,
breaking space and time is nothing
include
new
the
to
Faulkner
Broly and
score
other
for
Dragon
Ben
Ball
once.
characters.
And don't misunderstand the
Look,
Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no
Of,
evidence he
Kai
could
Cao.
overpowered actual
Faulkner
Satan,
score,
just
they're on
dispersed
my
his
old
cloudy
guest
avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Somewhere.
Broly's flight allowed him greater maneuverability and
I'll
area
have to
control.
look for them.
Plus, he could attack at a distance with Ki. When Hulk did close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
And it's unlikely Hulk could land a lucky fatal blow, considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger than the World Breaker. You get the idea.
That leads us to our last and most important question. Could Broly bypass Hulk's immortality to put him down and take the win? Surprisingly, yes.
Whenever the Hulk or Bruce die, his healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life. The hypothalamus is key to this. Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the dead. With Broly's incredible power, there was no doubt he could vaporize Hulk and leave nothing left to heal.
Like basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
The Hulk was an incredible opponent, but the legendary Super Saiyan's boundless power, arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan Rage spelled the end for the not-so...
Wait, who is that?
This
Dummy.
incredible fight was insane!
The winner is Broly.
So, Alex, what do you think?
I mean, they're playing the odds. I feel like that they
No,
wagered
don't.
it on. They wagered a big part of this fight on playing the odds, and I understand the whole you have to like vaporize the big part of his brain and then get the rest of the body.
That's not. No, I mean, what they basically said was that it would require him to basically erase Broly, which he could do. And they showed some lesser examples of how that can be done. Like with the Hawkeye arrow, that was
No,
pretty
yeah,
much-
I understand that. I just feel like Hulk technically has the longer the fight goes on the more likely it is that Hulk wins. You know?
No, they addressed that. You talked over it. They said that, but they also said that Broly basically can do the same and keep widening the gap.
No, I understand that. That's
So it wouldn't even really matter because they both can just get endlessly stronger throughout the fight.
okay, but once you're there, aren't they just kind of like playing the odds? Saying that
Yeah, I
it's like, oh,
believe so.
you're basically shuffling the deck to see which Hulk you get,
Um,
and they're just going for like one of the weaker Hulks rather than going
no,
for
they
one
didn't.
that has a better
No,
fighting chance.
they address that too because even if they got this one of the smarter Hulks, it wouldn't really matter because Broly was just hundreds of thousands of times more powerful. Like they did the scaling with like even lift Super Saiyan 3 beyond God, which is 30 times more powerful. That's not even including all the other God forms and the scalings and the fusions and yada yada yada. They do make a pretty very hard to argue point that Broly is just way beyond whatever level the Hulk is on. And I do want to address one thing. Some people have a problem with them using a number of the Hulk sex feet, but
Yeah, I
it's
can
a
kind of
pretty
see why.
it's a decent way. It also gives you a possible maximum number because if you were to use any other feat, it would be like 3 or 4 universes. They gave Broly a ton more, 30 times, I think it was. Because like there's maximum feats outside of our like universe, multi-universal. Well, that one was like 30 times more. So I think they were being pretty generous with using the literal smashing, so to speak.
The weird thing is, I remember seeing a Hulk versus Broly animation on YouTube a long time ago. And
I
it
think
used basically the same justification this did for why Broly wins. And it was original Broly, you know?
was it 1 minute melee?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Can't remember.
1 minute melee doesn't use research.
No, it wouldn't have.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what it could be then. Oh, hang on. Was it Cartoon Fight Club?
It might have been, actually,
Oh my god,
yes.
those guys are fucking trash, or at least early on. Like people like say all this crap about Death Battle's research. Well, they not perfect. Every cliche that they make up about Death Battle fits Cartoon Fight Club to a fucking T. At least back then. I don't know about now, but they were far less reliable. For example, they had pre-crisis Superman lose to Beerus.
Come again.
I'm not even joking. Despite
I think I've found what we can do between when we get done with Death Battle and when we get done.
No. Alex, I'm not doing Cartoon Fight Club. I will literally slit my throat.
Is it that bad?
Oh, yes. I can hang on.
Pull up the first
Let me
episode.
see. Cartoon Fight Club out of context. Fight Club. Hang on. I need to because
Is that from Animation Rewind?
yeah.
Saitama
They
versus
have like
Sonic.
they've done so much stupid shit like MLG and YouTube poop versus the Illuminati. And that's
Saitama
34 minutes
versus
long.
Goku, Sonic, the Hulk, Omni-Man, Flash, Superman, and Mario. And why is Peter Griffin there clutching his knee?
Also, they had Samata beat Goku in that episode.
Wario versus Knuckles was the first thing they did.
We're not watching that. I don't.
Cartoon Cat versus Siren Head.
They're still doing fucking episodes, of course they are.
Family Guy
They have
versus The Simpsons.
To be fair on them, they did make a new channel called Rewind Rumble, which is supposed to be more quote unquote professional, but even the research on that is very sketchy.
Justice League versus the Avengers. Buff Sonic with a mustache. And a
We're
buff
going down
Sonic
rabbit.
with white. What?
Going down the rabbit
Dio
hole.
Brando versus Alucard. Smash Ultimate versus Multiverses. Smash Ultimate wins just based on Sonic.exe versus Sonic the Hedgehog. What the hell? I'm gonna have to watch that one at the very least. Omni-Man versus All Might? Oh my god.
So
Omni-Man versus Bardock. Bardock can barely go Super Saiyan.
I would say it's a bit more even.
Who the hell is Lord X? He looks like a Sonic.exe knockoff. Cartoon rap battle. Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah, we need to end. This is. We need to end this.
Ben.
We caught up.
I know we need to end this, Ben, but
what? What did you find? We gone down a rabbit hole.
What the fuck is this?
What?
Look
what
at
is
the
what? What are you?
Chat.
What? The Sonic EXE versus Thomas EXE.
Thomas, how is there a Thomas the Tank Engine.exe?
Okay, you know what? Before we end this, I want to show something as well. I talked about the Namor comic, the horror comic.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, I wanted to read you this.
Sonic versus Shadow. That was an actual thing in the fucking game.
All right. Describe what you saw, Professor Stein. That's not so easy. Part of my brain's rebelling, telling me what I thought I was seeing could not be. And so, look at the background. Look at the background.
Ooh.
And then...
That's some John Carpenter shit there.
Look at that. It's so good. Like that's... Did it look like a man, but with winged feet? Like, that's creepy! Imagine that being in a fucking movie.
Oh.
Like...
Ben. You'll like this one. Or not.
Oh my god! No. Okay, I just scared myself. Okay. Oh my god. Look at this. Alex.
Hi.
No. Oh my god, that genuinely scared me. That actually fucking scared me. I genuinely scared myself with that. Oh my god. That's not Namor, but that's... is it? Maybe it is Namor in this version.
Sonic
oh my
versus
god.
Sonic.exe.
I want off this train. Can we...
I want off of Mr. Bones' wild ride. Can I get off Mr. Bones' wild ride? No,
what are you doing? What? What is this?
There is no way out of Mr. Bones' wild ride. It never ends.
Sonic.exe. No, end the recording. We're need
done.
to stop, man.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow with more. I don't even remember when. I don't know when this episode's coming out. We'll see you for the Mevies tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.